Arsenal are set to offer William Saliba a new contract amid interest from Real Madrid in the player. The Gunners do not want to lose Saliba, who is seen as a key part of their future plans. The French defender last signed a deal in 2023, alongside the likes of Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. The 24-year-old is now firmly on the agenda of new sporting director Andrea Berta as he attempts to tie down the club's top assets, with talks with Saka also expected. The Athletic report that talks are already underway between Berta and Saliba's camp. But despite being happy at Arsenal, it said the centre-half will seek a deal that reflects being one of the leading players in his position in world football. Saliba has previously calmed fears that he could leave the Emirates this summer by suggesting he won't move until the Gunners win a major trophy. There is some years left, so there is no rush at the minute. "I'm happy here, that's it," he said in March. There has been little opportunity to relax, however, with Real Madrid persistently linked. Saliba is said to be a top priority for Los Blancos, and with 2 years remaining on his contract, Saliba could have arrived at a moment that Real Madrid attempt to take advantage of. If legendary Gunners boss Arsene Wenger is to be believed, it is a time that the Madridistas will look to pounce, as they did for Kylian Mbappe and Trent Alexander-Arnold, with the latter expected to join the club following his Liverpool exit. "There is no transfer anymore for the big players," he said. "They go all at the end of their contract because the wages are so high that if you want to buy Marcel today, you have to give him so much money that you cannot pay the transfer anymore." So what do the big clubs do? They say 2 years before the end of a contract, "We want to buy you. We give you these wages and we will try to make an offer to the club. If it doesn't work, we come back next year, and if it doesn't work, then we will take you for free." That is what Real Madrid, did with Kylian Mbappe as well. Mikel Arteta is so far unperturbed by a potential exit, however. Asked about interest from Real Madrid in Saliba, the Spaniard sounded confident. He said, "I leave those kind of things more for Arsenal sporting director Andrea Berta and the club to talk about. But I'm certain, because I had a conversation with him, that he's so happy here that he wants to continue with us, and what will happen in the future. Obviously, it's our negotiations and things that have to take time and process, and we have to be on top of them." Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta believes Achraf Hakimi shouldn't have been on the pitch to score against his team in the Champions League on Wednesday. Paris Saint-Germain defender Hakimi scored his team's second goal in a 2-1 win at the Parc des Princes, which saw them complete a 3-1 aggregate victory. Arteta, however, believed Hakimi should have missed the game through suspension. The Moroccan international was already on a yellow card when he fouled Gabriel Martinelli in the closing stages of the first leg, but avoided a second booking. Against us, Hakimi, who for sure shouldn't have been in the game in the last 10 minutes of the first leg, so he shouldn't have played at all in the second leg and score. "There are a lot of random things in football," Arteta said. An early Ousmane Dembele goal in North London allowed PSG to take a narrow lead back to France, and they extended it when Fabian Ruiz scored a deflected first-half goal. Hakimi's goal made it 3-0 on aggregate, with a late Bukayo Saka effort, not enough for the Gunners. Arteta was pleased with how his team have played in Europe this season, but recognized that wasn't enough this term. It is not about the winning probability, it's about making it happen and making it count, he said. "When you look at the most important stat I normally give you, the best platform to win football matches is crystal clear. Who was better?" PSG boss Luis Enrique has emphasized the importance of being able to play a Champions League final in front of the fans, something which wasn't possible during the behind-closed-doors 2020 edition. This will be our first Champions League final with our fans. Without them, it's not really a final, he told reporters ahead of this weekend's Ligue 1 game against Montpellier. If there's one team that deserves to win it, purely for how long they've waited for it, it's Paris Saint-Germain. I know that the club was founded in the year in which I was born. Let's hope that that connection turns out to be real and that we can win the Champions League. Up next for Arsenal is a match against Premier League champions Liverpool. Victory at Anfield will ensure Arteta's team qualify for next season's Champions League, thanks to two of the chasing pack, 5th place Chelsea and 6th place Nottingham Forest, playing each other on the final day.